let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Not much happening there, just a short game. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Josh Allen. I had defenders draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Yards to go.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's complete. Some more on the right side. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Allen is going to give it to Cook. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll be taken down well short of the first down. Gain of about 4. That brings up 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
First down.
Back to throw, Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. Picked off by Matt Milano. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
First down. Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
To number 4, James Cook. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. The Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of
3rd down. 3 to go.
And 3.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
Formation for the Bills.
Wester on the return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So on come the Ravens. And Greg, what a story again last year. 12-5, 13-4 the year before that. Regular season, they have been as good as almost anyone in the NFL. But it's the story if you're living in the AFC. Get over that hump, whether it's Buffalo or Kansas City. It's hard to get to the big game on this side of the draw.
Oh, there's no question. I think if you're Baltimore and you're Buffalo and you look around, you say, man, we should have a couple Super Bowl titles. If we were living in a non-Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid era, maybe teams would look at us a little bit different than they do, but they just need to continue to stay the course. Lamar Jackson, one of the best players, regardless of position, in the entire league, multiple-time MVP winner, so they have a Super Bowl roster. Let's not make no mistake about it. They need to just continue to hold serve in the regular season, continue to play for division titles, get as many home playoff games as possible, so when the money's on the line and trips to Super Bowl on the line, they need these games to come through Baltimore.
And he's in! Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Bills 3. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So, Greg, here are the Bills. What a year last year. 13-4, beat the Broncos and the Ravens in the playoffs. But once again, ran into Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Anything that we can say is that one thing to get them to the big game this time.
Well, I mean, we probably start with they need Patrick Mahomes to retire. But in all seriousness, Mike, I think when you look at Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, it's one of those things where they just happen to exist in a generationally great team in the Kansas City Chiefs. And one of the greatest players we've seen in the last 25 years, quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. So they just need, as hard as it is, they just need to continue to chip away. Just continue to go. They can't make Kansas City the boogeyman, because all of a sudden now that starts to get into your head. Continue to win. Continue to win the division. Continue to get home playoff games. And if they keep knocking at the door, eventually they're going to get over that hump, because Josh Allen and this roster, they are a Super Bowl contending team. They just got to find a way to get over the hump in the game that matters.
First down.
Here's Cook. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
One more time with Cook. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So we reach 2-minute warning here in the opener. And this offense in the red zone, if you will. Only fitting to check in with Scott Hanson and find out what's coming up at halftime. Scott.
I see what you did there, Mike. Thank you. And coming up at the half, the debut of the brand new halftime show. Scores and highlights from around the NFL. That's all coming up in 2 minutes.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for that's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson.
That's about as bad as it could possibly get. Like, we're only 1 play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Justice Hill to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in?
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight divisional titles, it's hard to see who can knock them off that perch rate.
Yeah, I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Quarterbacks and coaching staffs trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organization.
Oh, absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So, no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Pulls it in around the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing again. It's Allen. That's to the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, it's Allen to the end. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's third and goal. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, look for the next down. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are going to be top of mind for you as we start 2025?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow is the best player. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati happen?
Is he under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
6 yards. And it's 3.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. He's going to have a Ravens first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going. Now, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Jackson looking to throw. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 5. They'll go again here with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
Now Jackson. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Now it's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson, who rounds another catch for his favorite target. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. The throw, left side, blocked by Andrews. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Throwing Jackson. Forced out wide. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Oh, what a throw there. Back across the field, but it's still a completion. 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
We changed it.
2nd and 4.
Jackson now. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in! Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Johnson now to return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Moore going in motion. Play action. It's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Was there defensively.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. Namde Madubuike. He works his way in to record the 2nd sack of his young career. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. He'll try and throw for it with Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he is going to have the Bills' first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. Room to run at the 35. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Back to throw, Jackson. That is caught at the 3. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Henry trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Again, it'll be Henry, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their Week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So, in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So, don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to Week 2.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He's looking deep for Shakir. And he's going to have the Bills first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First down.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Moore going in motion. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. He hits this one to Moore. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw. That one, take it in. Middle of the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season.
Makes the score. Ravens.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll run. It's Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards on the play. And the Baltimore first down.
Hey, middle.
A gain of 13 yards.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
15 yards.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Going to go right back to Henry. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. They'll go with him again. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's fourth and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is high. On fourth and goal. They've got it. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That his second touchdown tonight. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's complete to Moore on the right side.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
Now Allen on first down. This one caught right side by Knox. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another Bills.
Allen for the throw on 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. To the air once more is Allen. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer.
Bills 38.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
58 yards. And the Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Knocked down to 17, and here comes that spike. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal. Allen to throw again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Allen going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. Here we go. One final play. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes.
The players on your team earn some XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
With your energy harness, if I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking. until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone. He couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom. On treacherous timing.
These are player tags. Players with tags.
He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, you ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kind of finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm smoking up the game.